Good day, colleagues. So this time around, we'll be exploring how Kahoot can help us to get more engagement and enjoyment as well as learning from our online and blended classes. So there's really nothing like the energy that you get from students when they see something like this on the screen. They're always ready for the opportunity to win something and to play a game, right? So how is it that we get here? The first thing that we do is rather than putting Kahoot it, you can see here that there are the words Kahoot.it in the search bar. So rather than putting that, we will type create.kahoot.it, as you can see right here. And that will bring us to this place right here from which we can develop our own Kahoot. All right. So the first thing that they will ask you for is information regarding yourself and your country. Of course, you'll be asked to sign in with your Google account or otherwise. I've already done that, so that stage will not be here. But once you have signed in, it will often ask you to sign in with your country or region as well as your school name. After that, you can save and continue. Now, Kahoot's home screen will open it to a place like this, but do not be afraid or startled because it is still quite easy for us to get things done, even in this platform. So you can add your name here. Here I've already added my name in the game, as well as customize a variety of things from the screen. You can also see whatever Kahoot it is that you have already made, as well as information on your teams. So let us go to creating a new Kahoot. To create a new Kahoot is quite intuitively, it's done by going to the right where you will see the blue create button. So now I will click on the create button and it will bring me to our next window. So this is the window we want to be at now. This window will give us different templates that we can use to engage our students. So you have a get to know your teacher template here. You have a template for more formal assessment or testing. You have a template here for slides like PowerPoint, similar to that. You have a template here for the students, selfie, Kahoot, all sorts of templates that you yourself can explore. But today we will not be doing all of them, but we will be doing this one right here. So I'm going to click create. So here it brings us to our area of creativity where I can make a quiz or I can do whatever it is that I want to present to my students and have them engage with. So we have question types here. Let's begin with our question types. So we have a range of question types as well. We have, oh my goodness, it's gone. Let's bring it right back. We have quizzes, quiz questions. We have the option for the student to type the answer. We have true or false, puzzle, brainstorming. We have slide as well for presenting. And we have word cloud, poll, open-ended. Now you can notice that there are a lot of crowns in the right corner of many of these options. Well, this product will be even more useful to us if we decide to subscribe. I haven't subscribed, but when it is that you subscribe and you buy the pro version of this resource, you get access to all these other forms of questions, right? But for right now, the free ones that we have are quiz and true or false, as well as slide, right? But we can only add slide once we have more than one other question type. So let's try with quiz, which is already here. So for quiz, we start by typing our question. So let's say my question is, which is a primary color? Question mark. So I have the option to add media, but as I don't right now have anything that is mine, anything that I would not have taken from somewhere else, I'm not going to add media. But you do have the option of dragging and dropping an image from your computer. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and just drop a random image, even though it has nothing to do with this class. So I could just drop this image right here. As you can see now, the image is being uploaded and now it is there, right? So you can upload any image and you can also upload videos. I will remove this image as it is not at all relevant to my question, which is a primary color. Now, back on track with the type of question, which is a quiz question. We are now going to add answers like multiple choice. So I will add an answer, pink. Let's add the correct answer here, yellow, purple, and green. And you should also select whatever question is correct. So this is the correct question and I will select it. It is now possible for you to add another question. So here I go adding a question. And you can choose what type of a question it will be. So for me this time it's going to be a true or false question. Red is a primary color. So now I will select whether or not it is true or false. And we know that it is true. Lastly, you are able to put a title for your Kahoot. So of course I want my Kahoot to have a title. So let us call it the color quiz. Yes. Why not have some capital letters for the excitement? The color quiz. So I can also put a description and change the place where I save my Kahoot. I can also manipulate the language as well as the lobby music because there's music while the game is playing. So let me just select done right now. I'm not going to be changing much. No cover image today, but also you can see that we can put our own image there. Just drag and drop an image here for our cover image. So let me just select done. And also, you are able to manipulate the amount of time that your student is given before they have to give a answer to your questions. So right now it's 20 seconds. I'm going to change it to 5. It's really fast, but this is just for demonstrative purposes. So you can also change the way that points are given. I'm going to leave mine at standard today. When you're finished, you press done. Also, you always have the option of duplicating it so you can make a few changes and have a different quiz but with many of the same questions, or you can delete the whole thing and start over. Don't bother with that one. Okay, so let's click the done option right now. There we go, it's done. So now it's telling us that the Kahoot is ready to be played. We can test it or we can play it with our students right now. We can also share it via a link. Okay, so I'm just going to test this Kahoot right now. So now Kahoot is telling us exactly how to play it. So what will happen is on your screen, the screen that the students are seeing, this will come up. So usually on online classes, we share our screen via, whether it's via Zoom or Google Meets, we share our screen. So the students, you can easily just project this game pin and they will be able on their phones, this is the student's phone on the left, they'll be able to just enter the pin. So let's go. That's 4795282. And they will enter such, and it will bring them to the nickname. So here they can just put in their nickname, or if it is a requirement in your class, their full name. So we can know who is who and who should win whatever prize, right? So they are able to press OK, go. And there you go. They are now in the game. And it is the same for all the other students. So all the other students' name will come straight down the line under the Kahoot or straight across, right? And then it will be your turn now as the teacher or instructor to press the start button. So as I said before, there are lots of options for customizing. So here the student is being asked, which is a primary color? And it is now their turn to answer. So they would have been given the 5 seconds, and if they answer, they get points. Also, you would probably most likely be projecting for them who won and how many persons answered correctly or incorrectly. All right, so this is the next slide that would show who is on top or who isn't on top and how many points each player is getting. We go to the next question now. True or false? Red is a primary color. The student is given time to select. Once they select, it is shown once again whether or not it was true or false. Also, the persons who win come up. So the third place winner will be projected, as well as the second place winner. And lastly, the first place winner will be highlighted. So you can see all the drama that it causes, seeing who is in front of you, who is behind you. It's a great way for the students to learn. And it's really fun for both the student and the teacher. So now I will show you this screen from which you can manipulate your game right before you share it with the students. So from the screen, when you click on a game, here are some games that I have done before. You click the word play, this will come up. And from this, you will choose whether or not you're going to have each student playing on their own device, just like how it is with most online school variations, or whether is they're going to be playing team versus team on shared devices, which is possibly what it would look like in a blended situation. You also have more game options, right? You are able to allow the students to not post any kind of funny names, right? By using the friendly nickname generator. So the friendly nickname generator will generate all the names to all the students. Mine is off because I will allow the students to choose their names. So also, you are allowed to choose whether or not you will show the questions and the answers on the player's devices. So it can be that only from your projection, the questions and the answers are shown and nowhere else. But you can also turn it on so that on their individual devices, the students will see what they are going to do, right? Whether it is they're going to see the question and the answer or have to look at your screen. So also the lobby music can be changed. If you want another kind of music, another theme, you can choose it. You can also choose for the questions to be randomized and as well as the answers. and you can show instructions as well. So these are all the things that we are able to do. So after we finish with this right here, we are able to easily allow the students to join. And that is where this will come up. You will also get the game pin as it was shown in the demonstration before. And when the students enter, they will be allowed to play the game. Yes, and you will also be allowed to keep track of all of the points that each of the students are scoring as they answer whatever assessment it is that you put to them. And so, Kahoot is a great way that we can assess students. It can be a fun activity for students as well as a challenge, and a great way to engage participation and present information. And this brings us to the end of our Kahoot special for today. Do have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.